Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making these lovely desserts for Jalea's first birthday. I did save the best for last, so stay tuned.
Life don't get better by chance, get better by chance. Life don't get better by chance, yeah, yeah. Only you can be that change you wanna be. We all know that tomorrow has no guarantee.
So let's get started on our cupcakes. We're going to decorate these cupcakes. I just made my vanilla cake and I put a few drops of pink in some of them. And these are the snowflakes that we will be using. I have 2 different batches of buttercream icing. I will be using some saran wrap or plastic wrap, a piping bag, scissors, and I also have a closed star tip. It's the Wilton 2D closed star tip that I will be using to ice the cupcakes. I will also be using the Wilton pink, it's a rose pink gel food coloring. We'll be adding that to the icing, and I will just be mixing it until I get my desired shade of pink. I, however, did add a few drops of red to get a darker pink because this pink was a little bit too light for what I was going for. So I added a drop and then I mixed it. It was a little bit not as stiff as I wanted it to be, my piping consistency that I wanted it to be. So I added a little bit of powdered sugar to get it at a stiffer consistency that I wanted it to get to pipe. So now that we are at the consistency that I want, I am just rolling a piece of saran wrap, plastic wrap. I'm cutting it to the desired length that I want, and all I will be doing is making a roll or a log of the 2 colored icing that I have. So I'll be putting the pink. I will layer it straight, and then I will add the white to bring you a little bit closer so you can see what I'm about to do. So I will be putting the white and the pink side by side and then rolling it into a log, also securing both ends and putting it in my piping bag. I also want to say that getting a glass and putting your icing into the glass to get it into the bag, it's probably the best thing you can do. I also tied the end of one side of the log. I'm just doing a test squeeze right there to see how it comes out. So when you do it like that, you get 2 different you kind of get this ombre effect. Jalea is trying to say her 2 words. You will hear her in the background. And I am just going to start piping my desired shape of the cupcake, if that makes sense. but I will come a little bit closer so you guys can see. I just made a circle and then lifted the tip as I went around to fill out the middle portion. So I think these are called rosettes. So yeah guys, this is what I'm doing right now. Made a little dollop in the middle, going right around, lifting as I go up, and then taper it off at the end. I will be doing this to all the cupcakes. So yeah. So this is what our cupcakes look like. Guys, remember to like this video, comment down below, share, tell me your favorite part of this video. Now all we're gonna do is add our little decors. So this is our pearls. I did put the snowflakes on, added the pearls, and I added some sugar, some coarse sugar, so decorating sugar. I had my little mix that I usually have, so it was a mix of gold and rose gold, and I just sprinkled some of it on top, and that is what it looks like. So moving on to the cake, I am only going to, in this section, I'm only going to do a crumb coat. So as I said before, you put your decorating bag into a cup so it's easier for you to put the icing inside. So now we're going to stack our cakes. I am removing the parchment paper from the cake. I'm just going to add a little icing in the middle to stabilize the cake. Then I am going to level off the cake to what I want. So I am just inserting the knife into the cake, and I'm actually moving the cake and not the knife. So you turn the cake slowly and move the cake around, not the knife. It will slowly go right through and you will get a level top. After which I am going to be putting some icing in between the layers. So I have 3 layers, and I did the same thing that I did with the cupcakes. I made one of the layers pink, and that will be going in the middle. After I put the icing in, I am going to put the pink layer and then top it off with the other layer. So all I'm doing here is taking the crust off the cake. So I will be going right around the cake, taking that off. Then I will be putting some icing on the outside and giving it a crumb coat. I'll also be putting some straws in to stabilize the cake so it doesn't fall apart. And then I will finish off my crumb coat. I'm just going to clean up my board and then I will begin my crumb coat. Guys, I must say I really like making treats and cakes and cupcakes. I have made quite a few and I think I have come a far way in my journey. I really love this. I do it when I'm sad and it elevates my mood. It puts me in a better mood when I bake, and I really love it. Anyone that knows me knows that baking is my thing, and I just love it. It's very calming to me. So now I'm just gonna start my crumb coat by putting icing all around the cake, and I did have some pink icing left from the cupcakes. So I decided that I would not be wasting any icing. So I also used that on the crumb coat because the final product will be having the same pink that I used on the cupcakes. So it didn't really make a difference. And this is a crumb coat. So this is basically to catch any crumbs that was left when I took the crust off the cake. So I did this, and then I put it in the fridge to chill for a little bit. Well, I did to chill overnight. I wrapped it in saran wrap to chill overnight. Guys, it looks like the cake is not level, but it is. It's just the angle of the camera, but it's very level. So I'm just going around taking off the excess from the sides, putting it on top, and then I will wrap it in plastic wrap, put it in a fridge, and I will finish icing it the next day. So guys, when I'm doing a party, I try to bake all the cakes and cupcakes and everything that I need to bake. I try to do it 3 days in advance. Put them in the fridge, and then 2 days before the party, I will do my crumb coat. I will do icing on cupcakes if I have cupcakes, and all the other treats that I will be doing. I try to do all the decorations and everything that I will be putting on those treats. I try to do them 2 days in advance because I know I will be doing a lot on the day of the party. So it depends if I'm doing the strawberries. I do them 1 day before because strawberries leak, and I will have a video up for that. That is Jalea right there. She decided that she wanted to be a part of the video. So right here, guys, I did the same method, the log method, where I put this time I'm using 3 different colors. I'm using two different shades of pink and white. So I'm just making some rosettes, the same things that I made on the cupcakes. Just going around in a circle, going into the middle and tapering it off. So I will be doing this to all the cake And then I will be putting the final touches on. And Jalea is excited for the cake because she just wants to touch it. And she's just looking at herself in the camera. So guys, my lighting is not the best. I do apologize for that. But right here, all I'm doing is adding some edible pearls, the same pink pearls that I used on the cupcakes. However, I did not use the sugar. I didn't use the coarse sanding sugar. I only used the pearls. Just put a few on there. I did put the snowflakes on. I really think I overdid it with the snowflakes, but they were so cute, so I put a lot on there. Then I'm just using some edible glitter spray from Wilton. It's in silver, so it has this shimmery look. Now we are moving on to our rods. This is our pretzel rods. I have two different chocolates. I colored one pink and then I had one white. So again, I'm using some gel food coloring. I would recommend though that you use chocolate coloring, which is more oil based. So if you're going to dip these rods or strawberries, it's best to use chocolate coloring. Right there, that was Miss Jalea moving the camera around. So all I'm doing is mixing the color into the chocolate. I think on camera it kind of looks orange, but it's not. It's pink. And then I will be spreading it into 2 layers and kind of rolling the chocolate into it, rolling the rods into it. You guys will see what I'm talking about. I saw this on another YouTuber's page. Don't remember her name, but I'll leave it in the description below. But she actually did hers way better than mine. This was my first time trying to do it this way. It had a really pale look because, again, as I said, it was icing food coloring and not chocolate food coloring. So yeah, I didn't mind that they didn't have a lot of chocolate on them because, you know, they're babies. You don't want to give them too much sugar. So I did as much as I could, and then I kept adding the color that I needed. So if I needed more pink, I added more pink, or I added more white, and I did them halfway. As I said before, they're babies, so I really didn't want to put too much chocolate on them. If I was making it for Jelani and her friends, which her friends did come over, they really liked them. They ate most of it, actually. So I would actually put more chocolate on it, and I would use darker colors because Jelani is definitely not a pink person. So now I am just using a piping bag again, putting it in the glass, clipping a little piece off, and I am just gonna do some what do we call this, zigzag on the edges. I can't remember the word that we used to call it. But then we're just putting some tiny snowflakes on it with some of the pearls again as a mixture. And then we're going to use some of the sanding sugar as well to give it that little sparkle. So this is why I really didn't want to put too much chocolate on it, because I know I will be adding all these things on it. And guys, I did these in sections, so therefore the chocolate didn't have time to dry before I put all the other decorations on it. So this is all I'm doing, section by section. I think I did 4 at a time, and then I added the sugar, and at the end I did use the edible luster dust or glitter, the spray one. I did use it to spray on them so they will have a little bit of shimmer. The camera did not do these any justice, but they were really beautiful. I really liked the way they turned out. I actually cleaned the edges of the chocolate off, and then we have a smooth finish. So guys, there you have it. This was a table at her birthday party. I really liked how the cake and the cupcake and the rods came out. Everyone liked them. In the next video, I will show you how everything came together with the number 1, the boxes, and the cake. Guys, if you like this content and would like to see more, leave it in the comments below. If you have ideas or things you want to see me do, also leave that in the comments below. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.